A quick warning before I start the video, this review may contain minor spoilers, so go watch the film on Netflix and head back to this video if that's something that bothers you. In Cargo, Martin Freeman stars as Andy. He's husband to Kay, played by Susie Porter, and father to baby Rosie, who, fun fact, is played by 4 different babies throughout the entire film. After circumstances leave Kay out of the picture and Andy about to be in a similar situation, he's forced to try find a way to keep his daughter safe. Cargo is another one of these horror films that isn't really a horror. Sure, it's within the zombie subgenre, but really it sits alongside a lot of recent films, Get Out and A Quiet Place to name a few, which distance themselves from conventional horror tropes and focus a lot more on other sides of the story. With Get Out, this is the theme of race and superiority, whereas A Quiet Place and Cargo focus on the idea of family and the lengths you would go to protect them. Cargo explores this in some depth. Andy travels across vast distances in the outback for his daughter. The directors do a great job of visualizing the enormity of this environment. They make its size seem daunting and challenging, which pairs well with this idea of a ticking clock that Andy's fighting against. This idea of the race against time is handled really well, I think. We often see a Fitbit-style watch with a countdown, and as a visual motif, I don't think this was overused. We see the countdown often enough to keep it as a constant reminder of the danger Andy and Rosie are in, but also sparingly enough so we don't become desensitized to the idea of it. It works really well to keep tension and suspense in a film that steers away from other stylized techniques. This might be a bit unusual for a zombie film, but the enemies really aren't the zombies at all. Time is the enemy of Andy, and he battles it right until the end. The zombies are pushed to the side almost. We meet them very rarely throughout the film, and they never seem like a major threat after Andy is bitten. Time and space become the true enemies of Andy, and that makes for quite a tense experience watching Cargo. My only criticism is I wish they could have pushed this suspense a little further. Maybe I've been spoilt by A Quiet Place, which is an excellent example of keeping tension all throughout a film, but although I never found myself taken out of the experience, I was left wanting just a little bit more from the film. That said, I think Cargo is an excellent film that brings new life to an already pretty exhausted genre by now. It's well worth a watch if you're looking for something new on Netflix. If you've watched the film, let me know what you thought. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. My social handles are @CallumLWale on most platforms, links are in the description. If you want to see more reviews like this and also video essays which are on the way, hit the like button and subscribe. See you next time.